Everybody, welcome back. It is time for the third and final part of my flip through of this planner. This is, if you haven't seen the other two parts, I will link them, but this is my happy planner. It was an 18-month happy planner that well, it still is, but that I used for July 2016 through December 2017. And yeah, it got super thick because I mostly did no white space in it. This is actually only 12 months of it. I showed how thick all 18 months were in the first video, but only 12 months, and that's even kind of stretching it, fit in the rings. So the other 6 months are just out of the rings separately. And yeah, so we left off last time just about to start July, so we're going to go through July all the way through the end of the year. So yeah, here we go. And the first spread here is my July monthly. This was a GP Sticker Studios kit. I mentioned in the previous video that I had used a GP Sticker Studios monthly before and I didn't really enjoy it. And it's still not my favorite format. However, getting once they started premium matte paper, that was a big it solved a lot of the issues that I had, which a lot of it was not liking the vinyl paper. However, it still wasn't quite enough stuff for me personally, not enough labels and things like that. But I absolutely loved this art, so I did still pick it up and use it, and I think it turned out nice, and I liked using the pink Papermate Inkjoy gel with it. And yeah, you may recognize this is the same art as the previous week. I also used this same art in the GP Sticker Studios personal monthly for July, so the exact same kit, but for my personal planner. I have that handy, I can show you. So I loved this art so much. It was like some of my favorite summer art. So I used it in both monthly spreads, both my personal and my happy planner, and then I used it in the weekly spread as you saw last time, and then I also used it in a personal weekly spread, which was actually from Caress Press. So I used 3 different shops and 4 different spreads of this art, and I loved it so much. And yeah, anyways, moving on to the weekly spreads in July, we have the first week here, and this was continuing my the beginning of the week was continuing our vacation in Cornwall, our little beach holiday, which was really fun. And yeah, so I bought this kit from Harry Wright Designs especially for that. So yeah, we just had a lot of beach fun. We went to this gardens in Cornwall. That was really cool. Would highly recommend. It was a beautiful walk. And yeah, this was actually the 4th of July, so we had a little beach picnic, which was kind of fun. I pulled in some Archive Stationery washi as well, just the black and white stripe. I thought it looked really cool with the nautical theme. And yeah, I just loved this marble blues nautical whole thing. It was really cool. And then, oh yeah, this was an exciting week as well. So we took the train back from Cornwall, and then these 3 days here, I was at a conference. So I was presenting at the conference on the first day, and then I attended the following days. And then, yeah, let's see. Oh yeah, this was London Pride. And we didn't actually go to the main Pride thing because it's a bit busy for me, but we still celebrated Pride by having a little picnic in the park, which was really fun, and having a little date night. Yeah, so that was a fun, action-packed week, I remember. And then this is a spread from Little Paper Prints, and it is a very geometric, bright colors kit. And yeah, I remember, you may recall from previous flip throughs that I had bought some of these kits that are made to be used over 2 weeks. However, the old format, the new format, they fixed this, but the old format only had 1 set of full boxes. So it was actually quite difficult to really, and it didn't have that much washi. So it was actually quite difficult to stretch over 2 weeks, really, in my planning style anyway. So I had learned my lesson previously, and I just decided to only use this 1 week and just have tons of leftovers. And I used the leftovers in different personal spreads and things like that. So I think I actually got 3 white space personal spreads out of the leftovers because there was so much leftover. So yeah, that's what I did this week. So there will only be 1 main spread of this, but I did like the bright colors and the fun patterns. I thought that was cool. And yeah, what did we do this week? Looks like a pretty regular old week. Dentist appointment again. Blah. I've got another dentist appointment. Like this, because you're supposed to go like every 6 months. So the schedule I'm on is like January and July. So it's January now. So I've got another one next week. Bummer. And yeah, I was just hanging out with friends and getting coffee. That's always fun, but pretty basic week. And then this week was a very old school Harriet Wright Designs kit. Even at this point, it was very, very old. I'd been hanging on to it for a while. Pulled in some of my Aero archive stationery washi that I love. It was sort of, I guess, like photography themed, sort of. Yeah, and looks like it was just a pretty basic during the week. And then at the weekend, I went to Brighton for Trans Pride, which was incredible. I had such an amazing time. And then, we went to see Dunkirk. It was okay. I mean, people like really raved about it, but I don't think it was that good. Oh, and then we had dinner at my in-laws. I remember that. That was a good time. Yeah. And then, this one, I love this spread. It was like one of the last few kits that I had in the vinyl paper, and after they started offering the mat, and I was like, we're just gonna get through and use all the vinyl kits. But this one I still really loved, even if it was a pain in the butt to write on. But yeah, I just love the marble with the gold faux foil in. I thought was so gorgeous, and I incorporated a little bit of real foil as well, just a tiny touch. Yeah, I remember this week because it was all leading up very excitingly to going to America. One of my sisters graduated college as well, so that was exciting. But yeah, on the Saturday, we left for America, and we were hanging out with my family and going hiking and eating donuts and having an amazing time. So yeah, I really loved this spread, and I wanted to use a special spread. I wanted to use all kits that were like really special for my 2 weeks in America. So yeah, I chose this one because I just loved it for the first one. And then we're moving on to August. So August monthly was a gorgeous Planning World kit. I ordered this to be sent to my mom's house in America to avoid the expensive shipping and customs fees. And then when I got there, which was the end of July, like the last few days of July, I quickly did my August spread at my mom's house. And yeah, I used a red pen, which looked really cool at the time because there is red in this kit. There's a lot of bright colors like pastels, but then there's also red. But over time, it's gone weird. So if you can see, it's like bled out and there's like a yellow outline around the red, which is strange, but it's fine because it didn't show up till much later. So while I was using the spread, I still enjoyed it very much. So that's fine. But yeah, I really love, as I said, the Planning World monthly kits. And then this was our first full week in America. And I used this kit from Lucinda Charlotte Designs that I had been saving forever because I bought it knowing like eventually I'm going to be in New York City and I'm going to want to use a New York City specific kit. So again, because there was touches of red, I used a red pen to pull the red in, and I really liked that. So yeah, looks like we were doing some gardening, and I remember this was just a very chilled out day. And then we went to Misquamicut. So we went to Rhode Island to go to the beach. And we have beaches in Connecticut, but I think we've been to Hammonasset already. My partner had already been there, so the previous year, so I was like, let's go to Rhode Island. I think they have, slightly nicer beaches. That was a really fun day. And then on Wednesday, we took the train to New York City. We just got an Airbnb in Brooklyn, my partner and I, and hung out there, which was really great. And let's see, yeah, we walked the High Line. I had to go to Sephora, Central Park, the Met. A friend of ours from London actually was also in New York for work at the same time, which was really funny. So we met up and hung out. I also met up with a friend, my best friend from high school who lives in New York. And yeah, this was a great trip. And then Saturday morning, I was able to get breakfast with another old friend and his husband and catch up, which was really fun. And then we took the train back home and went out to dinner with my family. Oh yeah, and we were watching movies at home. That was really fun. And the Sunday, we did a little shopping. We went to the local pool, got some, was that lunch or dinner? Oh, that was lunch because we cooked dinner at home, I remember. That was just, yeah, a really amazing week. And then the last week, so our final week in America, I used this mystery kit from GP Sticker Studios. And I think this was, I want to say the May mystery kit, No, I don't think that's right. April? I don't know. It was this one anyways, and yeah, it's not 100% my vibes. There's elements of it that I absolutely love. I love the grays and silvers. I love the pattern in the checklist, the wood grain I love. I liked this pattern a lot. The colors though, like this bright pink and purple, not so much my vibes. However, this kit really reminded me of my mom, and this is the week of my mom's birthday. She loves flowers and gardening and going to like buy the flower market, and when she's in London she always wants to go to the flower market, everything like that. So totally was much more her style, and so that's why I used it for the week of her birthday. We went around to lots of farms and picked some flowers. I made my homemade tomato sauce for dinner, and then the next morning, Tuesday morning, we went to Boston, and all of my siblings were able to meet up there, which was really, really fun. And we went for a walk, went to Faneuil Hall, and then we just got like a big Airbnb. We got 2 different Airbnbs. And then on the Wednesday, which was my mom's birthday, she came, and it was actually a surprise that all of us were able to get there. So that was a fun surprise that all of her kids were together for her birthday. And that was the first time in like over 3 years that all 5 of us had been together, which was really cool. And we had an amazing day. Went to this awesome place called Italy in, I think it's the Prudential Center, for lunch. That was delicious. And we just had a really fun day walking around Boston, and we ate dinner at this other cool restaurant. And yeah, then we just came home, and this was a very chilled out day. And then, as was this day, we went for another hike. I remember that. That was fun. And then the Saturday we left, so we got some more last minute donuts, and then we had to go home, sadly. So we flew out on the Saturday, but we didn't get back until the Sunday, so that's why I have like my separate flights, because it was a later flight, and then with the time difference and stuff. And yeah, but my youngest sibling came back with us, so the fun continued. So this week I used this mystery kit from Harriet Wright Designs because it was just so bright and summery. I was like, I have to use this soon, like, because it's already August. I was like, I have to use this now, where it's like, I'm going to wait till the following year because it's so summer perfect. And yeah, this week I was back to my normal routine because I still had to do all of my schoolwork. I'd already taken 2 weeks off to go to America, so I couldn't take like 2 more weeks off, which is how long my youngest sibling was in town. So yeah, I had to still do my normal stuff, but yeah, they were able to just come around with me, and it was really fun. So yeah, it was just a pretty regular week except for that reason. And we stayed in an Airbnb, and we did do some fun stuff. So on the Saturday we went to Brighton for the day. On the Sunday we got a roast and walked around the Heath, which is always a fun activity. And then this week, I had to use this kit also. This was a mystery kit from GP Sticker Studios. Similarly, I was like, if I don't use this now, it's so summery. If I don't use this now, it's not going to get used this year. So, and I also like freaking loved it. Like this holographic prints and the marble and like the vintage like Hollywood vibes. I was just so in love, and the bright poppy colors. I really, really love this spread to this day. And yeah, so this week it was more of the same kind of thing. And yeah. Oh, we went to Friday. We did go to Buckingham Palace because in the summer you can go inside. So I did take them there. And then, this day I was filming. So a friend of mine is doing a documentary. So about like queer and trans folks and makeup. So I filmed with them for that. That was really fun. And yeah, Sunday morning we went for a fry up, and then I took my youngest sibling to the airport. Oh, and then my friend had a picnic that evening as well. So yeah, a really action-packed August all told. And then moving on to September, I used this kit from Style Planner. I think it's called Style Planner. This was another American shop, and I was looking for a September kit, and they had one that I liked, and so I ordered it to my mom's house while I was there. I had wanted to get the Planning Road one originally, but they didn't release it in time. But I was very happy with this one. And yeah, first week of September, well, end of August, beginning of September, we used this kit from Little Paper Prints, and it's kind of like bicycle themed, but it was like purples and blues. And I thought it was kind of a nice transition from sort of summer colors to kind of almost fall vibes. And yeah, this looks like pretty basic week. Yeah, and then when I was at my dentist appointment earlier in this flip through, I had a filling that had like, it's a really old filling, and it had like gotten cracked, so I had to get that replaced, which is a huge bummer, but that's what I was doing back at the dentist. And then this was fun. We went to Parliament Hill, and they have like a cricket ground there, and we were just like messing around playing a bit of cricket with my in-laws. That was really fun. And yeah, this was another mystery kit from Harriet Wright Designs. I think this was the May mystery kit. And I remember not liking how this spread turned out. However, now that I'm looking back on it, I don't know, it's totally fine. But I just remember like being like really bummed out and like hating how it turned out at the time. But maybe I was just like in a bad mood. I don't know. That's very possible. Yeah, I think I didn't like some of the stuff I had pulled in. Like the color match wasn't quite right. I don't know. But it's very possible that I was just like in a more negative like mood at this week. Because I do remember I was sick. I was sick this day. So I had a meeting with my supervisor, and then like during the meeting I was like, oh, I'm not like feeling 100%, and then by the time I got home, because it's like a really long train, I was like absolutely like flat out. And then this day I had a spa day. Luckily I was feeling better enough to do that, because this was actually my birthday gift, so that's like, yeah, from April to here is how long it took me to like redeem. Or no, it wasn't, it was my Christmas gift. Oh no, that's bad. It was my Christmas gift, and it took me from December to here to actually redeem it. But yeah, it was a facial and a massage, which was so nice. Like, oh, it was like absolutely amazing. And yeah, then the rest of the week I think was pretty normal, and hanging out with the nephew, hanging out with friends, all of that jazz. So yeah, I love anything marble, so I love the marble washi, and I like the kind of like faux pink foil almost that's going on. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I was just in a grumpy mood this week. It's not like all-time fave spread, but I definitely don't hate it. And then, oh, this is a fave spread. So this is another mystery kit from GP Sticker Studio, and I don't know which one this is. I think they're all May. Now, because now I think this one's May. I don't know. But it was these like Scandi themed sort of kit, and I love it. And I saved it for the week of my nephew's first birthday, because I thought it kind of had like nursery vibes, like these, like the sort of horse painting or like drawing, and like the globe and stuff. I don't know, like it's also like grown-up stuff, but like I just thought like this would be like a really cool like vibe for a nursery to do like this kind of a like color scheme, because it's kind of pastel, so I always think pastel colors as like baby colors. I don't know, that was my thinking behind using it this week anyway. So yeah, they had these shattered gem headers that I used to frame the date covers that were so freaking gorgeous. And yeah, let's see. It was just a pretty regular week. We went to the football game on Tuesday. Oh, yes. So this was the week my partner had surgery. So that was, that's always fun. Everything went really well, though, so it was fine. But we were actually staying because we live in a third floor walk-up, and it was advised that he be on bed rest for like a week, and which included like not walking up and down stairs. And yeah, like I said, we live on the third floor walk up, so that was not advisable. So we stayed with my in-laws, which was very nice of them to have us. So where he wouldn't have to navigate as much stairs, and it would just be easier for us to all of us to kind of like take care of him and help his recovery from surgery. So yeah, everything went fine though, and the recovery went really well. So yeah, that was Wednesday morning, and then I was just hanging out in a cafe all day near the hospital waiting for the call that he was ready, and then we just went back, and then we were just taking care of him. And then Thursday I did some work at their house where we were staying. We went for some short walks, which is part of like the surgery recovery. They suggest that. And yeah, then on the Friday it was my nephew's first birthday, which was amazing. And So exciting. And yeah, to think that like he was born and turned 1 in the course of this planner is pretty wild. And yeah, we went to the park, not with my nephew. We were just like walking the dog and stuff. But then Saturday was his big birthday party, which was so much fun. And yeah, so we had a great time. We brought him his presents and we hung out with the extended family and everything. And it was really, really fun. And then we went to see a movie that evening. And then on Sunday was my partner's birthday. So yeah, they were really close together in their birthdays, which is fun. And yeah, so we went home on Sunday actually because he was feeling so much better, which was great. And yeah, so I love this kit. Oh my gosh, looking back on it is so nice. And then this week I was like, let's use up these vinyl kits. So this is another GP Sticker Studios kit. And yeah, I didn't like it down as much as I thought I would actually. So I don't know, this was one of the kits where I was like, when I saw it, I had to have it because I was like, marble, like golds, glitter, like, oh, I love all that stuff. But then like in the actual planner, I don't know why, it's like more of a blue thing and I just didn't like it as much as I thought I would. It's not, again, not terrible, just didn't like it as much as I thought I would, which also is probably partially the vinyl. And then let's see, yeah, so my partner was still off and had a doctor's appointment on the Tuesday, like a 1-week follow-up. And then I think he was going back to work. I think he might have gone back to work like a week later, which seems pretty soon, but I think he did. And then, yeah, it looks like it was just a pretty regular weekend. I did not go shopping on Topshop. This was my friend is a model and she was modeling for Topshop and they were doing this thing where they had models like walking on a treadmill in the window of the store. So I just went to harass her at her job basically. Went to go like wave and bother her. And yeah, then we had a nice dinner out on Sunday. What was that? Oh, that would have been my partner's birthday dinner. So once he was better, we did that. And then this was a hummingbird planner kit that I really, really like. I like the like brush stroke gold foil and like the gold foil touches all throughout, like faux foil. And the blues are really cool. And yeah, I think this was just a pretty basic week. My partner had another doctor's appointment, probably just another follow-up thing. And oh, I remember this. This is the day, yes, because I have pickup phone here. So this is the day someone tried to steal my phone. Like while I was walking down the street, someone tried to snatch my phone out of my hand, but they fumbled it and just ended up dropping on the ground, but smashed my screen. So honestly, that's probably like a best case scenario of that situation because fixing a screen is much easier than replacing the whole phone, but I did have to go. So on Saturday morning, I dropped it off at a local screen repair shop and they fixed it up quickly, which I really appreciate. And that was, yeah, a whole thing. But anyway, yeah, so that sucked, but whatever. And then this was a trans folks in trans, intersex, and gender nonconforming folks in academia conference during the day. That was really great. Yeah, and then went to the park with my nephew and my sister-in-law. Oh, My Dad Wrote a Porno live. That was such a fun show. Oh my gosh, if you listen to the My Dad Wrote a Porno podcast, definitely make it to the live show. Highly, highly recommend. It's incredible. Even if you've never listened to the podcast, I would still say go because it'll get you into it. And it's not part of the whole story or anything, so you won't be like confused. Well, you'll be confused, but not for that reason. So that was so much fun, and that brings us into October. And for October, I used a little foil monthly kit. So this is from Poppy Willow Co. And it was my first foray into their shop and into kind of like foiled kits. I've only ever brought in touches of foil. I still have never used a foil weekly kit. But yeah, so it was a little like hodgepodge because I did have to pull a lot of boxes in and they didn't quite match perfectly, but I think it still turned out nice. And then this was another GP Sticker Studios mystery kit, and I think it was August. I think this was August because I think July was the one that nobody got. So there was 1 month, I think June was that summer bright colors vintage Hollywood kit, and then I think July was the one that was the first of the subscription. So it used to be that you would buy them in the shop, and then they started doing an actual subscription from a website, so it would just auto pay and auto renew every month, which is great. But then the first one, I think a few people did get theirs, but like the vast majority of people didn't get it. So there was some issue with the mail, and most people didn't get it, which is a bummer. But you know, they obviously amazing customer service, were really great about it. They gave me a refund, and I think they let people choose whether they wanted a refund or to send it again. But since the original had come with extras and you wouldn't have gotten those extras if you send it again, I just went for the refund. So it wasn't like I saw the sneaks. It wasn't honestly my favorite art anyway, so it was probably fine. But then this, so I think this was August, because I think this is the first one that I actually got from the subscription. So yeah, it's really unique. I loved this double box. That's what really sold me on it. But the colors are really unique, and I wasn't 100% sure looking at it. I was like, maybe I'm going to sell it. But once I put it, I was like, I need a kit for this. I need another kit for this month. I'm just going to use it. And once I did and I had it down, I really loved how it looked. So yeah, I was totally sold on it. And yeah, let's see. So we... I gave a talk at university. We went to see Girl from the North Country, another amazing play. If you are in London, you have the opportunity to see it. It's still on for now, but it is a limited run, so definitely grab tickets. I highly recommend. It's like a musical. It's like a period musical. It takes place in like 1920s Minnesota, and it's using all like remixed isn't really the right word, but sort of adapted music of Bob Dylan, and it's an incredible show. Highly recommend. And then went out to dinner with some friends and had a game night at a friend's house on Saturday night. That was really fun. Pretty regular week though. And then this was my, I think, third total white space spread, and this was very exciting because I only had the full boxes. So this was a no kit white space spread. Lucinda Charlotte Designs had done these full boxes as a $2 Tuesday, where you just got the sheet of full boxes. And I bought 2 sheets of ones that I liked, and I thought I would just get creative with leftovers, extras, multicolor, freebies, everything like that. And I'm really chuffed with how it turned out, actually. So I pulled in like Hummingbird Planner glitter headers, a ton of emojis, just like everything, a lot of Hummingbird Planner. I pulled in a lot of kind of leftovers that I had from kits, and I pulled in some foil archive stationery washi, and I think it turned out really cool. And yeah, it was definitely fun getting to be this creative, and I believe I did a plan with me on it, but I think the footage got messed up, so I think it's like a sped through situation. But if you want to go back and check that out, you can. And yeah, I still love this. I think it turned out really, really cool. And let's see, what did I do? Pretty basic week. Oh yeah, this was, my partner was working from home for the first time. He was kind of testing it out, working from home. And that was really fun because it's just nice to have, because I work from home. So it's nice to have another person around. It's not so lonely. And we went to the park for lunch together, which was really fun. And then just had some meetings, went to the Heath, and yeah, pretty basic week. And then this is another favorite kit in terms of art. Again, unfortunate that it's on the matte paper. This was the March Mystery Kit from GP Sticker Studios, aka Space Wolves. That's what I call it, Space Wolves. And yeah, so this is... I love galaxy, space, print, anything, and I thought the incorporation of it with wolves was just such a cool motif. Love this kit. And yeah, I wanted to use it in October because I didn't want to do too many Halloween spreads, but I felt like this was sort of spooky vibes, like witchy vibes, so I used it. Same with this kit. I was thinking like, oh, it's got fairies and things. That's sort of on the same wavelength. That's kind of what I was thinking, and my justification for it anyway. But yeah, I love this one. I went to a conference this day. This day my partner took off from work, and every Friday my nephew hangs out with my in-laws, so his grandparents' house, and we went over as well and also hung out with him all day, so that was really fun. And yeah, hung out with some friends and saw Blade Runner. That was fine. I didn't love it, but I didn't like the first one, so that's probably why I wasn't super invested in it. And lunch and football with my partner, all good stuff. 11 months to the wedding. I missed the 12 months. Where was that? September. 1 year to the wedding. And then, moving on to this spread. This was my first of 2 Halloween spreads, dedicated Halloween spreads, and this was the Halloween kit from GP Sticker Studios that I freaking love. It was just such a unique take on Halloween with incorporating the purples and like lots of witchy themes and like skeleton hands, and I love it so much. Still one of my fave spreads of the year, I would have to say. And this week was actually a pretty basic week. On Friday to Sunday, I was supposed to go to Cardiff, but the friend who I was going to be staying with, they had a death in the family, sadly, and they were not going to be around, obviously, for me to stay with him. So I ended up canceling that, and instead of using like a ton of cancel stickers and then having no room to write, because I had put in all my plans for being in Cardiff, so I only ended up using one down here to cancel packing, and then I just used a ton of undo, and luckily GP Sticker Studios kits come with so many boxes that it was fine that I had already written in some, so I just tossed the boxes I had already written in, and then I just changed my plans. So I went to my regular gym class on the Friday that I was going to have missed, and then on Saturday my partner and I just took the opportunity to have a really fun kind of spooky themed day. So Stranger Things came out. I think it came out the Friday, but we binged a bunch of the new season of Stranger Things. We carved a jack-o'-lantern. We baked sweet potato pie, and then we got a takeaway for dinner. So yeah, it was a really fun day, and then we just had a nice relaxing day on Sunday together and watched more Stranger Things. So yeah, that is the first Halloween spread that I freaking love. And then we are moving into November, but first my November monthly. I loved this. This is from Elle Plan, which is a Canadian shop, and it's a beautiful photo kit. I loved this monthly kit because it's so minimalist. It only came with like some sidebar stuff. It came with 4, but I sliced one up as labels throughout, which you'll like see throughout the month. The strips to cover up the top bits and the days not in the month, and then a few boxes and labels, and a few scripts as well. But no icons, no like paydays and bill dues, like just really, really basic kit. And I loved that because I got to use everything, which is awesome, because usually I'm like, it's a bunch of stuff I don't need. And I got to also pull in a bunch of emojis and my multicolor items. So it just worked out so perfectly. And I am just really chuffed with how it turned out. Unfortunately, I was like, I'll buy this format for the rest of my monthly kits. But when it came time for December, they didn't have one. And then it looks like they aren't doing monthly kits anymore, which is really a bummer because I just loved it so much. But yeah, alas, that is the situation. At least I got to use it for 1 month. Then we have our final Halloween spread, our second and final, and this was Witchy, I think it was called, from Harriet Wright Designs. And I saw this art and I really was unsure of it. I was like really love-hate out with it, and I saw a lot of shops and some American shops, which I couldn't order from for that reason, that I thought did it really well. A lot of shops that I didn't like how they interpreted the art. And then Harriet Wright Designs, especially with like the full boxes. And then Harriet Wright Designs came out with these full boxes, and I was like, done, perfect. Especially this double box here, amazing, I'm in love. So I got this for the week of actual Halloween. And yeah, we went to the football on Halloween night, so, not super spooky, but that was fun. And yeah, pretty normal week. And then Friday, my partner also had this Friday off, and we went to the town hall to give our notice to get married, which is very exciting, and also booked the room at the town hall for our ceremony. And then we spent a full day just like binge wedding planning. So yeah, that was really fun. Yeah, we had a pretty chill weekend. We went out for a nice dinner on Saturday. That was a really delicious meal, I recall. And yeah, just a chill Sunday as usual. And then this is another mystery kit from Harriet Wright Designs. I cannot for the life of me remember what month this is. And this is one too that I was like not 100% sure about, but once I laid it down, I did like it. I liked this blue especially. I thought was really cool. And there was some elements that like weren't 100% my fave, but overall I liked it. And yeah, I started buying Christmas presents, evidenced by my adorable Christmas shopping emojis. On Tuesday, we went to the Father John Misty concert. That was an incredible concert. It was so good. Had an amazing time. I had another review for my PhD. That went well. And haircut. Did some more wedding planning, apparently. And yeah. Then moving on to this kit from GP Sticker Studios. This wasn't a mystery. This was a regular one. I think this was the last vinyl. It must have been because I didn't use any. Yeah. So this was the last vinyl kit I had, which I remember like celebrating the last week I have to use the vinyl paper. But yeah, so we were doing some wrapping and some Christmas shopping. I went to my university this day for a few meetings and such. And I got my advent calendar in the mail this day, which was so exciting / so difficult because I had to wait for like 2 more weeks until I could actually open any of it. But that was my Harriet Ray Designs advent calendar coming in the mail. I marked with Santa Claus. And yeah, this is the week before Thanksgiving, but we celebrated this week. So I brought food over and started prepping at my friend's house where we were having it on the Friday. And then on the Saturday, all day in the kitchen with my friend at her house, cooking up a Thanksgiving storm. And then we had a Friendsgiving that evening. It was amazing, delicious food that just like reminds me of home and so good. And a lot of like Southern dishes as well because she's Southern. So yeah, it was amazing. So much good food and good friends, good company, all the rest of it. And then Sunday we spent some time with my nephew. And then this is another, so similarly to the one in October, I did the same thing here. So this was the other set of full boxes that I had from Lucinda Charlotte Designs $2 Tuesday. And this one I think turned out even better. And I pulled in some of my favorite sort of like holographic, like, I don't really know what you'd call this, but washi from Archive Stationery. And I pulled in loads of purple and white and things, leftovers and multicolor. And so there's a week, I think it's the following week. Yeah, the next week's kit that had, and I was doing regular Plan With Me's by this point, so you can go back and watch all the Plan With Me's for all of these weeks if you're interested. And yeah, so the following week had as one of the 4 colors in that kit, a purple. It was this purple. I didn't like it in that kit, so I took all of the purple stuff out of the next week's kit, used it this week, so you'll see like to-do headers, some icons, and some boxes. I know they're somewhere. Yeah, little things, like some of these these 2, purple little things, this weekly ombre, this habit tracker, all that kind of stuff. I pre-stole from the Harriet Ray Designs kit that I used the following week. And then that week I used other multicolor and leftovers to fill in the blanks since I didn't like the purple. So yeah, this was just a very like purple themed week. I loved this like look of having emojis / one unicorn all across the bottom. And yeah, I think it was a pretty good take on white space. This is the first ever lettering I attempted to do. I think it turned out okay. It's not going to be a regular thing because it took me so long and it doesn't even look that good. But yeah, I loved this week. I loved that I got to get creative and use a lot of leftovers and freebies and yeah, just like be super creative with it and not use a kit. So that was really fun. And then this week, this was Black Friday, of course, so I had to use this foil. I bought all the sticker from Poppy Willow Co. freebie that I had, so that was for Black Friday and going ham. And then on Sunday, I went to a fancy afternoon tea for my friend's birthday, which was really fun, and I got to use my fave, like, fancy tea emoji from Coffee Monsters Co. And then we were in last month, so this is December. I used this gorgeous kit from Katie Elizabeth Plans. Yes, that's the right one. And I pulled in some glitter tape since these kits don't come with strips to cover the days not in the month. They come with full boxes, but I wanted to use those throughout the spread rather than line them all up. So I just used some glitter tape, and I used loads of Christmas emojis and these Christmas characters from Harriet Ray Designs advent calendar and all kinds of different gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. And then this is the kit that I was talking about. So I didn't, like, as you can see, I didn't use the purple. I just didn't think it really went with the kit. I thought that the deep hot pinks were more appropriate. So I pulled in, and I love this kit so much. I love the really graphic florals. I love the black and white, the really rich black especially, so gorgeous. So yeah, I pulled in, for example, like a brown, it was the closest to black that I had, multicolor. I think it's technically supposed to be black. It just looks brown in comparison to this rich black. Habit tracker, or weekly ombre rather, from Hummingbird Planner. These dark pink Hummingbird Planner glitter headers instead of the to-do headers, different icons and things like that. So yeah, I think it turned out really cool. And again, it's always fun to be creative. And then I've got my Morello Papery Christmas countdowns going. I also used the matching Vintage Rose Studio personal kit in my personal planner. So I swapped weekend banners because I thought this one looked better here and the other one worked better there. I don't know why, I just did. I think because of the double box. I didn't want to cover too much of the double box. So I actually switched the weekend banners around. So, just getting creative with it. And I think this was when the new season of The Crown came out. Wrapping gifts. What else? Oh, this must have been one of the weeks I was sick. I was like so sick throughout the month of December. So from all of the canceled stickers, yeah, this must have been one of the weeks that I got hit bad with being sick, which is a bummer. And then this week, again, more canceled stickers because I still was not feeling good. I could do my work, but gym was not happening. This is a gorgeous kit from the Hummingbird Planner. Again, I've got Plan With Me's on all of these. So you might have seen them already, but I just love how this spread turned out. Love the colors, love the faux gold kind of foil in the music notes, and I pulled in lots of this deco sheet from Harry Wright Designs, which I think looks really good, and a lot of my Christmas emojis as well. So gorgeous. And this week, again, yeah, I wasn't feeling 100%, but went to the football on Saturday, and Sunday we had an amazing day where we decorated the tree. We had homemade eggnog that I made, and yeah, it was just a good day. Watched The Crown in the evening. Yeah, really great week leading up to Christmas. And then this week was a very exciting week. So this is a photo kit from Harry Wright Designs, one of the first photo kits that they came out with, and the first one that I used from them. Also the first kit on their new premium matte paper, which is Choice. And yeah, I love this spread. And let's see. Yeah, this was a lot of, pulling a lot of my Christmas stickers and Christmas emojis and deco and such. And then on Thursday, my mom came into town, which was really exciting. And we went for afternoon tea, got to use another one of those gorgeous stickers. Went shopping, went to see the Christmas lights, National Gallery, went to see Star Wars in IMAX, which was so much fun. And went to Richmond Park to see the deer, Kew Gardens, went to my in-laws' house, and she got to hang out with them, which is cool. And then went for a roast on Sunday, a little bit of a walk, but it did start pouring rain, so we didn't get that much of a walk. And then this evening, we were going to go to a church service, but we were exhausted, like at Westminster Abbey, so it's like cool and fancy, but and my mom's like into that, but we were so exhausted that we ended up taking a nap, and then we went to a wine bar near where we were staying, and we just hung out for the whole evening, and we did some wedding planning with her, which was really fun, and we had a great last night together. And then this is another Harry Wright Designs kit. This is the kit that was in the advent calendar, so that's why it's a bit of an older format, because it was like designed and printed and everything, obviously, like before. And yeah, so my mom left on this day, which is sad, but this was a great week, and I loved this kit so much. And as you can notice, I had the same quote: "It's the most wonderful time of the year, the most wonderful time of the year, the most wonderful time of the year." And it's not in the next one, but it was in my personal spread that I used the following week, or no, that personal spread that I used this week, as well as on a journaling card that I got from SPC, and on another full box that I used in my So Much Crafting inserts in my journaling pages. So yeah, this quote, I ended up taking a picture. It was in 6 different places in my planners over December, over the course of the month. And I posted like a collage of all of them on my planner Instagram, because I just thought it was so funny. That quote was following me around. But yeah, so we, went to Harrods in the morning, and then my mom left. And then I did some more like last minute Christmas shopping. Regular week. Oh, this was where I got sick again, which sucked. And yeah, then I was better for the weekend, which was great, because this day I needed to get prepped for Christmas. And then this was Christmas Eve, so we went to a Christmas party at an extended family's member's house, and we had a movie night. We watched Miracle on 34th Street, which was fun. We packed up everything and made Christmas cookies to bring over for Christmas the next day. And yeah, love this spread. And then we are at the final spread of the year, and this is one of the Christmas kits, the kind of more Scandinavian neutral sort of tones Christmas kit from GP Sticker Studio. And yeah, I really, really like this one. I think it turned out super, super nice. I was worried like how it would look with pulling stuff in, because I wouldn't want to pull in too many bright colors, but I think it looks totally nice. And yeah, this is Christmas Day, so we opened our stockings together at home. Then we went to my in-laws and opened gifts with everybody, went out for a Christmas lunch, and then we just hung out at home, had a game night, watched what's the soap opera? EastEnders? I think it was EastEnders or Coronation Street. Whichever one that the two sisters died, that's what we watched. Played some Scrabble and just like hung out with my extended family, which was really fun. And then, yeah, we were volunteering on Boxing Day, and then we went back to my in-laws on Wednesday because we were house/dog sitting/cat sitting, so multiple sittings for this whole chunk of the week. So that was really fun. We had a good time. So we were just like walking the dog and hanging out with the cat. I was hanging out with the cat, getting a lot of reading. So I was just really taking this week to chill out, relax, not scheduling myself any work, just really taking the time to enjoy the rest of my year and take a little bit of a breather. And yeah, so we were doing that. I had an appointment at the bank, which turned out to like be an unnecessary appointment. It was really annoying. And we finished The Crown, which was really good, I thought. And I did some reading, which was great. Again, walking the dog, quality time with the animals. And yeah, then we came home on this day because they got back from their holiday. And then Sunday was New Year's Eve already, so we went to the British Library Harry Potter like History of Magic exhibit that they have on. Highly recommend as well if you can get tickets. It was really, really good. And then we had went to a New Year's Eve party, stayed up late. I mean, late for me, like 2, 3 a.m. And yeah, I did like resolutions and all that kind of stuff. I think I actually like a lot of this got ticked off the next day because I was like, that's an extension. But yeah, that is the whole year, and that is the whole planner. So I really hope you've enjoyed this 3-part flip through of my happy planner. I am in the Erin Condren now, so it's only a 12 month, so it'll be easier to do a flip through next time. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up if you did, and please, please, please subscribe. It means the world to me. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye.